Jay here for Full Time Devils. Manchester City 1, Manchester United 2. Yes, I can hardly believe it, and the fans here couldn't believe it as well. They were going berserk on the fan cams. You can see all that later on as well. You know, at the beginning of the week, everyone was saying Ollie's not going to survive this week. We've got Spurs with Mourinho coming back. We've then got a trip to the Etihad, two of the toughest games you can get at the minute. We came through Wednesday night. We got a result against Spurs. We've come here to the Etihad, and people were still doubting it. People were still saying, like, okay, you beat Spurs at home, that's one thing, but to come here to the champions, the reigning champions, I don't think they're going to be champions next season, but it looks like Liverpool will be, so that's not exactly something to celebrate. But City, the reigning champions, can you come here and get a result? And we've got one, and it's deserved as well. The players deserved that, the team deserved it, and the fans deserved it as well. The fans were outstanding here today, and you know, the game started at a fast pace. Marcus Rashford, who's been on fire, he's been on absolutely fire lately, just banging in goals, left, right and centre, full of confidence, running at defenders, scoring some good goals and taking penalties as well. He got another penalty today, he's second in 2 games, and he buried it. And it's not easy coming here to Etihad and taking a penalty with all the pressure on you to make it 1-0, but he did it. Then you think, oh, that's it now, City are going to come at us. But we defended resolutely. Adam McKola, a lot of people had him down as man of the match, and I can see why. He was absolutely outstanding. Funny thing is, a few people have been questioning Adam McKola recently. They've been saying, is he worth the 50 million? Is he good enough going forward? Mate, he's a defender. He's a right back who's there to defend as a right back, and he did that to the maximum potential today, the maximum ability today. 10 out of 10 performance. We got a second goal as well for Anthony Martial. You can question the keeper maybe. Edison wasn't great, but he took it well. Martial came back into the side, and he's the sort of player that, you know, I was talking before the game about the lineup. Anthony Martial being in that lineup gives you a boost, because obviously he missed the game against Spurs, and I love Mason Greenwood, but Anthony Martial is a cut above, and we're so much better when Anthony Martial is in that number 9 position. Our record with him in that number 9 position is far superior to when he's not playing. So he's come in, got his goal, plays superbly. I could list so many players today. Everyone put a shift in. Everyone was giving it their all. The players obviously are not just playing for the badge and for the fans, but they're playing for Ollie as well. That's one of the differences I see in this team, between this team and the United side, when Jose Mourinho was around this period at Christmas time before he got sacked. There was accusations that some of the players, the hearts weren't in it, they weren't playing for him, he'd fallen out with them. Ollie's got everyone playing for him here, and you saw it today. Another outstanding performance was from Fred. Now, he's another one. A lot of these players have had a lot of stick. Rashford's had a bit of grief. I don't know why. Adam McKola's had questions around him. Again, I don't know why. Fred, a lot of people wrote him off. And I'll be honest, I've sat on the fence a little bit with Fred. I said I wasn't sure about him a few months ago. I said I'd seen glimpses of it, but he had to do more. He had to do it more often. He had to do it consistently. And he had to raise his game a little bit. I thought, you know, 6 or 7 out of 10 performances aren't good enough. We need to see more from him, because he's obviously got the ability. We've seen it. I think this is his 10th game or something on the trot, where he played 90 minutes, and he's been excellent. The first game I really noticed Fred in that sort of deeper role and what he can do there this season was against Liverpool, and he really stepped up, and he's carried on that form. He was great against Spurs, and he was great today as well. Scott McTominay's like the fans' favourite McSauce and Scott McTominay, and you can see why. But Fred deserves praise as well, because he's outstanding. He's getting stuck in, he can pick a pass out, and he's someone that wants the ball all the time, wants to try and make things happen. He can mix it up. He's not shy getting putting a foot in, but he'll also try and create as well. And McTominay and Fred together is a partnership that's beginning to flourish, and it's a partnership that can really take this team forward. The player that's probably had the most stick out of any United player, bar probably Ashley Young, is Jesse Lingard. Now, on the preview, a few of us said we thought Jesse Lingard would start. Everyone was hammering us saying, why is Jesse Lingard going to be in the team? He's not good enough. Jesse Lingard, oh, you just love him because he's a local lad and all this nonsense. Jesse Lingard turns up in the big games. Jesse Lingard this season didn't start off well. He had a decent game against Chelsea, then went off the boil. He's come back into the team. He's been coming on as sub for Andreas Pereira a few times, and he's put a shift in and he's done quite well. But against Spurs, he did really well. I thought he was excellent, and today he was outstanding. Now, the thing with Jesse Lingard is, a lot of the time he does a sort of dirty work that you don't always notice. He's closing down players, he's getting a foot in, he's showing for the ball and making it simple, and that's not always going to be the things that you want from a player that's an attacking player. You want to see him scoring goals, you want to see him creating goals. So when he doesn't score and create, people throw the stats at him and say, how many shots on target has he had, how many goals has he had in the last calendar year, and all that nonsense. But if you look at the performance from Jesse today, that's what he does best, and it's in games like this that he really shines. You'd think of Jesse's best games, they come against the big teams, and he's a big game player, and he showed it today. Because let's not pretend, this isn't a rubbish Manchester City team. Yes, they've struggled, and yes, they've lost games this season, but they're still the champions. They've still got a lot of quality on the pitch, and we saw it today. We saw it in fits and starts, the quality they've got. They've got some superstars, pains me to say it, but it's true. But we kept them quiet. You know, our defence was pretty solid today. We rolled, you know, we weathered the storm. Yes, they got a goal back through Otamendi, but I never really felt like Manchester City were going to win today. It was Manchester United's day, and you wouldn't have thought that a week ago. We were the team that was struggling. We were the team that people were thinking had a manager that was going to be on his way out. You could go through the entire team today and give them all praise. I don't think anyone had a terrible game, had a bad game. I think everyone did the job that they were asked to do, and there was like 1 or 2 players that were outstanding. And I think there's enough there from today to take from today, moving forward with this team, maybe make 1 or 2 signings either in January or summer and really challenge at the top. Look a bit higher than top 4. Not now. I'm not saying this means we're going to be challenging for the title. It doesn't. It means I think we've got the nucleus of a squad there with the likes of Marcus Rashford, who's on fire, the likes of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the likes of McTominay. These are players, young players, who are going to get better. Martial, going to get better. Dan James as well. I've not even mentioned him. Another great performance from him. But if you can build a team around this, you can build add a few more players, and you can get this squad challenging and this team challenging for the top honours where Manchester United should be. It's a great day for Manchester United. It's a great week for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and it's a great day for the red 3 quarters of Manchester. Manchester United have just beaten Manchester City at the Etihad, and it's a great feeling all round. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I've been Jay. This has been Full Time Devils at the Etihad. Up the Reds. Up the fucking Reds.